Hello, I'm Caitlin, the Korean Housefly. How are you? How's your day going? Mine's going pretty good. I'm gonna have tacos. I want tacos. Do you have tacos? My brother hasn't made me tacos yet. Do you have tacos? Can I have your tacos? Can I eat your tacos? I can't give them back to you once I've eaten them because they'll be going through my gastric tract. But can I have your tacos? If you have tacos, I want tacos. I need tacos. So anyway, let's talk about some stuff. I have a new background, my bookcase, my bookshelf, and I'm in love with it. I just love this thing. It's been in my family for a long time. It's not fairly heirloom or anything, but my parents, then I got to keep it in my room, so it's awesome. I don't have a lot of books on it. I have like 3 shelves of books, not full, because I have a lot of like potion stuff, a lot of Harry Potter merchandise, a lot of different stuff, so I need to put it all on my shelves. And then what else? I have some different books though. Got Throne of Glass series, different Harry Potter books, a Ransom Rings book, Truth Witch, which according to my sister is really good. I think it has pirates in it, and it's like an assassin and a witch, and it's like there's 2 sisters in it, and there's a lot of cool stuff. I have not read it yet, but I own it, and my sister's read it, and she loves it. She wants to read the second book that's come out. And then I have Cinder, which is amazing. I'm reading Scarlet right now, and I love it. I love this book. It's a little medical. I will warn you if you are sensitive like I am. It does involve like some blades coming towards like wrists. That's one of the things because it's like a cyborg world almost. It's like I'm not really giving you the real like prologue kind of thing on it, but it does have some of that stuff. I will warn you about that. I didn't know because it's not mentioning it at all until the beginning, until like around the middle of the book, the beginning. And so I do warn you guys about that if you go to read it, because I didn't know, and I kind of freaked out because I have a lot of anxiety about medical things, because I have a lot of medical problems right now. Let me know if you ever need a video, if you need someone to talk to, let me know, because I kind of know what some of you might go through. I have to get like treatments and such. Eventually I'll do a video, but not right now, because this is a fun video. But I will warn you, there's a knife, a scalpel that goes towards a wrist because they have ID chips in their wrists. Or it's like, I can't remember if it's a shot or something that they go and they like have to test the blood in your arm. It's either here or it's in your wrist. I can't remember where they do it. But so yeah, be aware of that. It's like throughout the series. Not as much in the second book, but quite a bit in the first because there's a lot of problems in the first. So I'm warning you about that. But anyway, it's a good series. I definitely love it. It's a very good series, and it makes me want to be a cyborg. Not really because of the problems that cyborgs have to deal with in this, but it's still awesome. Be ready for the feels though. If you gotta read it, it's so good. So well written. I love it. Not a light-hearted read though, so be aware of that. If you're looking for something light, it's a little bit more of a heavy read. It's a quick read though. I read this in like a day or 2. Mostly because I had to keep stopping to cut chocolate and different things like that because of the milk problems. But it was a very good book. I loved that. Then I have like the different Harry Potter books, Throne of Glass books. I have 3 of them. Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, and Queen of Shadows. Not in that order. Then I have Little Women. I have some Rick Riordan books, fairy tale book. Then I have a bunch of like notebooks and journals up there. Then I have Harry Potter, like Tales of Peter the Bard. Then I have a Spider Chronicles book, then some more Harry Potter, like side books, Hogwarts Library, and then I have some more Rick Riordan books. Then I have a new book called Heir to the Sky. It's really cool. I got it last year from summer reading for free, and that was really cool. Then I have Silhouette, and it's a Doctor Who book. That's cool. Then I have The Winner Takes It All, and it's another Doctor Who book. Mostly with, I think, 9 or 10, I can't remember, and Rose. And then I have Green Rider, which is really cool looking. I'm gonna read it. I haven't gotten around to it, but I will. I've had it since last summer. I need to read it. Then I have some more Tame Chronicle books. Then I have Riordan books. Then I have Pocket Book of Poetry, Romeo and Juliet, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, with a golden ticket, 'cause I'm going to Charlie. Can I have some chocolate, please? He didn't reply. That could be because he's in my book and I'm looking the wrong direction. But, oh well. I have The Hobbit. I have The Alchemist. And then I have The Spiderwick Chronicles. I love those books. They are wonderful. Those are definitely a light read. I should really not break my wand. Then down here you can't really see it. I just knocked over a box though. Down here I have a lot of I have the Twilight Saga. My sister gave those to me. Grandma gave them to her, but she gave them to me when I started reading them. Then I have the Harry Potter series, the whole series. Then I have another Doctor Who book. And then I have Peculiar Children books. Can't really see it. Yeah, this stuff by the way is drawing paper and writing stuff that I've done. I really gotta stop smacking my nails. I'm gonna break them all. Like I broke this one. There we go. But so I have some different books down there. Bigger books that can't fit up on these shelves because they're too tall. And this is just glass bottles and such. Random stuff. That are magical, of course, because all is magical. That's all mine. So anyway, I would really like to tell you guys about my fan fiction that I wrote when I was 13, 14. So I write a bunch of different fan fiction. I have at least 16, 15, 16 I believe. I can't remember exactly the number, but I write all my fan fictions and original stories on a app/website called Wattpad. That's WATTPAD, and under the Who and Half-Blood. And so I have a bunch of different stories from Doctor Who. Those aren't as good because I read them when I was younger, so I didn't have as developed writing skills. Then I have a bunch of Harry Potter ones. Those are my biggest things. That's always been my main fandom. I think I have one Percy Jackson one where it's a child of Hermes. That's not bad, I don't think. It's kind of fun. And then I can't remember what other stories they have. I know I have a lot of stories. But so one of my stories that I actually have my wand is actually based off of is when I was 12, 13, I came up with the idea of Bellatrix's daughter. And the story is called Lyra Lestrange, the daughter of the most loyal Death Eater. And so it starts off in the prologue, it shows Bellatrix in Azkaban. She's more vulnerable, she's crazy still, but not as crazy. It's supposed to be in my theory, this is what made her crazy because the first year it's right after she gets put in Azkaban, after Harry's parents were killed. But so it's she's there, the minister comes, he stupefies her so she can't move once she's given birth, he takes her baby from her because babies can't be raised in Azkaban. They just can't. She can't move, she can't get her baby back, she's mad, she's upset, she just gave birth, so it's kind of her motherly instincts in this one did kind of give birth, even though I know Bellatrix really necessarily wouldn't have the motherly instincts, but her character's more her normal Bellatrix Lestrange character towards the regular part of the story, but this is the prologue. Lyra gets adopted. She keeps her name Lyra, but she gets a different last name, so she doesn't know she's a Lestrange. She's adopted by a really nice couple, and so there's this whole thing, a whole bunch of years pass. She's 15 or 14 or 13. I think she was 14 or 15. I wrote this 3 years ago, so I can't remember, 3 or 4 years ago. So, as I recall, she's 15, 14, around that age, between 13 and 16 basically. And she gets a letter, she starts to feel different. Quite, almost confused. And she gets a letter from her parents, her adoptive parents, telling her something. I can't tell you what because that's a big spoiler. It's a big key to the story. It will ruin everything. But so basically, she is there. All seems to be good in her life, right? But then she gets this letter, and she has to go talk to Dumbledore because she's freaking out. and her letter made her panic and in hysterics. She goes, talks to Dumbledore. Dumbledore, being himself, he's not. It's like, it's hard to describe, really. He basically, it's like you kind of see his true colors almost. He's not too remorseful about what happens, but it's like he kind of wants to use her again. I can't remember for it, but it's like this is how I'm thinking about it now. Might go and edit it, but he kind of wants to use her power because she's supposed to be very powerful, and that's gonna be told later on. She's a big key to the story that is revealed in the third book. What's actually happened. But so basically there's like this whole thing. He tells her, she's mad at everyone, she's upset, she starts to like ignore some of her friends towards the end of the book. Then she gets, in Christmas, she gets a necklace as a present, and it says, "From your real mother." She freaks out a bit because she doesn't know who her real mother is. Because Christmas happened, like, the book starts in, like, a little bit before Christmas, so it's, like, she doesn't get the letter from her adopted parents until after Christmas. But, so basically, she is confused. It's a family heirloom, but she's never seen her parents have that. She's never seen her mother. She didn't know she was adopted. She didn't know all this stuff. And it's not uncommon for people to not know that they were adopted. But, so this whole thing happens. Then, like, something happens and she gets taken by her mother. Her real mother. Bellatrix Lestrange. She wakes up in Malfoy Manor and is kind of forced to be a Death Eater. She has a lot of struggles. She faces a lot of different problems. While she's there, there's this whole thing that happens. Then we get into the second book. And basically, she's like facing all these struggles from the first book. She's really not talking to her friends from Hogwarts. She doesn't have any contact with anyone really other than like Dumbledore and some people from the Order. Like, she doesn't get to talk to them, but they try to reach out to help her, but she really can't be helped. It's like she can't be saved. She's too far gone now. And so basically there's this whole problem. And my dog just pushed himself in my room. Hi, Princess Cole. So, yeah, my dog just came in. I'm not going to. You're not in it. Yeah, so my dog just came in, and my brother was just like, "Hi, you want tacos?" I do want tacos, Connor. Okay, good. He said, "Don't show me in YouTube." He doesn't like it. He doesn't like being in my videos. I want him in my videos. He doesn't want to. One day I will get him to be in my videos. I promise that. And I left my tennis ball for my dog on the floor. And he came in here on the floor. And now he's eating his tennis ball. Help you with the tennis ball. Help you. What that means. So anyway, back to the story. So it's like she's facing a lot of different problems in the second book. We're on the break of the Battle of Hogwarts. There's all these problems. She's struggling with knowing who her real parents are. And so she's just having a lot of different problems. There's a lot of problems. She can't really trust anyone. And then, like, long story short, it's like, you have to read the rest to find out what happens. But it's like she has a lot of things. She makes some friends, she loses some friends. She loses a lot of friends. Basically no one's safe. That's all I can tell you. Then the third book, that, like, can't really tell you too much about that because I don't want to spoil what happens in the second book. But it's like, it kind of would be like, it takes place 19 years later. And so, yeah, a lot of stuff happens. And it's mostly, like, you find something interesting about Lyra. Something you didn't know before. And so, something she didn't know. And now she's in terrible danger because of this. Like, serious danger. Even though she might not be there. She might be alive, she might not be. But even if she's dead, things can always come back. Especially with the Rosetta Stone. Resurrection Stone. What's a Rosetta Stone? Resurrection Stone. The Sorcerer's Stone, basically. So, do not trust anything or anyone in the story. But it's definitely a cool story, and it's 3 books. Like I said, I haven't finished the 3rd book yet, so there's still like open suggestions, things like that. You could read it, let me know what you think. Basically, a lot has happened in it, though. And now my dog's currently chewing on his tennis ball. Cool. Right, this is why I was even telling you about this. So, in my vision, like for Lyra, she gets a wand. She doesn't know that it's really like Bellatrix Lestrange's wand, but like it never really. It's like this is the backstory. I never wrote this into the book, but I might write it into the 3rd book. So she goes to Ollivander's wand shop when she's a kid. She gets a wand. Ollivander says it's like her mother's, but she's kind of confused because she's 11 at the time, and her mother doesn't have one. Like her godmother. I mean, not her godmother. Her godmother has like a flowery wand. Nothing like Bellatrix Lestrange's wand. But she gets a wand that's this. It's like that, very similar to Bellatrix's, if not the same. I gotta be careful not to burst my eardrum like Helena Bonham Carter did to, what's his name? The one who played Neville. So, I gotta be careful of that. But it's a very pretty wand. It took me a while to make it. And now, got it. Oh, my dog's boned. Well, not boned. Okay. Can I have that? Thank you. Oh, it's so slimy. Cool. Come say hi to the camera. Come here. He's lying down on the floor. Can't really see him. Cole, come here. They want to see you. Come on. Give me a little nudge. Good boy. Come here. Come here. I'm going to go out. It's out there. Go. Come here. Okay, sit. Okay, now, look that way. He is refusing to look at the camera. There you go. See? This is cool. Okay, you can play with it a little bit longer. Good boy. Now he's gonna lean into this. So I gotta go. Alright. Let me know if you got what you guys want to see next week. Alright. Bye. Peace out.